Wow, welcome. This is an unbelievable week that we've had here in, what is it? May 2019, Nikolaev, Ukraine. And they've already nicknamed it the Epic Tour. We're just having a fantastic time, and it's neat to see the life changing and just a sampling of the number of guys who are here. And of course, a couple of them who got up at 4 a.m. the other day for for the trip report. And it's been a joy. And so what I want to do this morning is just open mic to share, let you guys share a little bit, because the neat part is so many guys come because obviously it's not been about me in a long time, but they hear somebody else say, wow, this turned out to be real, or whatever your story was. So I've not told you what to say, but I just would love to hear you guys just share whatever's on your heart this morning about your journey, what got you here, what you've experienced, whatever you'd like to say. Can I start at the end? Nick, introduce yourself. No, I know, but you got to wait till you have the mic. He's so eager. I love this energy, man. It's great. Yourself and where you're from. And your age, why not?
Okay. My name's Nicholas. I'm from the UK. I'm 49, first time in Ukraine, and really amazed what I've seen so far. Yeah. You've got to trust the system, basically, and that's what I said to my romance coach. She's 90% romance coach, 10% translator. She's seen stuff that I would never have seen, and she's kicked my ass a few times and said, look, Nick, you need a haircut. Really? I just had a haircut last week. No, you need a haircut. So it's just that honesty, and we've just connected. And if you make a good connection with your romance coach, you can't go wrong. So I'd like to put the mic over to someone else. And
okay, all right.
Yeah,
That's okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lou. I'm from Yuma, Arizona. I'm 64 years old. Been a long journey trying to get here, almost an impossibility. My romance coach is Julia. I walked in late on Sunday, and she said I had 5 minutes to get ready. I said, well, I already stink, so how long does it take me to take a shower? Being stuck in Istanbul for like 14 hours. Okay. And I'm putting on my shirt, and she's ironing the shirt on my back because she's trying to get all the wrinkles out of my shirt.
You're okay, right?
A third degree there. And, well, you got to go. You got to get ready. And she's been such a blessing to me, very personal, and just life-changing to be around her. I think one of the big changes I've seen with the ladies, difference between the ladies here and the ladies in the U.S., so I was talking to one of my dates, and she asked me, what are we going to do? And I said, well, what do you want to do? And she said, well, you're the man. And it took me back, because I'm not used to being the man. She said, well, you make the decision, we'll do whatever you want to do. That was the most awesome, life-changing moment in my life, and it just freed me to be who I am. Mm-hmm. So it's just great being here.
Oh, it's fantastic. I thought one of the things I love about your story, too, is that you were just free to improvise. You had a canceled flight, had to reschedule flights, at the last minute, no control of your own. And you still just showed up very relaxed and just said, all right, show me to the room, and met the ladies, like literally off of the taxi. And I remember having dinner with you and Julia later that night, and you were just so excited, and you just went right into it. So part of, what Nick, what you're saying, trust the system, is that, guys, we got it handled. So, you can just show up and we'll help you. Of course, get the training. All right.
Okay. I think the reason I was able to get off a plane and be here in 5 minutes ago into our event was because of Mark's training and watching his videos, which allowed me to freely move into the tables. I knew what I needed to do, and I was able to perform to my potential.
I love that. We did. We started doing this last year. It was Arena's idea. We wanted to record some of the tables so you guys could get a feel. Remember the Rocky videos, we call him now, Rocky, when he was at the table? And it's really been helpful because, like NASA said, you want to pre-play it so that when you do it, it's just like the simulations, right? So I'm glad for that. By the way, anybody out there is unfamiliar with Dream Connections, we're formed just by married couples who wanted to help other guys find the right way, because there's just so many landmines out there and so much suspicion and so much doubt, and we understand it. And it really kind of hurt me when I would come back home and people would have these accusations against me for going overseas, or they would, accuse my wife of being some kind of mail order bride, not even knowing what that meant. And it was very painful for me because I found a part of this culture that was real, that I love. I mean, the industry out there with this online dating is just this trickle along the surface. Below is 44 million people that live here, and they love it here, and they're proud of their country. They want to see it come, and but they have their own issues and relationships. They're looking for something real, and you guys know that, you feel that. But all you do is you see these other dating sites, and you just go, and I've had people tell me the whole country is filled with scammers, and it's like, it's not. In fact, if you added up all of the ladies' profiles and all the other websites combined, it's like 33,000 ladies. Well, there's like 11 million single women in this country. Okay, so 33,000 of that. The bulk of the ladies here are wonderful. They have traditional values, but you're not going to get to them through those other sites. We created a path to come and introduce you. And I think it's one thing that's interesting too. The guys that mentioned me all week long, that all the ladies they met, how'd you hear about Dream Connections? I think you said like 100% of them said, well, because my friend got married. So-and-so, found their. So it's become this rolling word of mouth. You guys have the benefit now of the years of the track record we have here with the company, and it's just a blessing. It's hard for guys to believe and take our word for what's really here, but we really sincerely want to give you a comfortable experience, relax, and give you a romance coach. You don't have to worry about anything. They'll even iron the shirt on your back and pick you up at the airport and give you a relaxed experience, so you can just enjoy the dating process. But anyway, I realized once in a while somebody reminded me, Mark, when you start these videos, you ought to actually tell what Dream Connections is, what we do. So I thought I'd help a little bit. Anyway, these guys here are on a 9-day, what we call a Quest romance tour here, where they get to meet about 90 ladies in this tour, about 18 of these guys. And one by one, they spend 15 minutes at a table just chatting and just seeing if there's somebody that connects, and then they book dates for the rest of the week on that. So here we are midweek, and they've done all that, and they've had dates, and so I just, appreciate everybody sharing a little bit about where you are now and the rest of that. What do you want to tell us?
Well, first off, I'm Michael. I'm from Arkansas. And for the guys out there that are worried about coming over here, worrying about, how are you going to worry about cabs and going here and worrying about the dates? Guys, don't worry about it. My translator, Marsha, romance coach, I mean, she's the best. And I'm sure every guy here will tell her, theirs are the best. They take care of everything. I mean, everything. I haven't done anything except focused on the girl that I want. I just ask the questions, go on dates, have fun. That's all it is. Just have fun. They take care of everything. I mean, you ain't got to worry about nothing. It's the best. It's the best vacation, best experience I've ever had. Mark and Arena, I mean, they actually surprised me yesterday. It was my birthday, and I've never had anybody do that for me. I mean, it's just the best experience I've ever had. So,
I'm Basil, 53, from Orlando, Florida. Wow. Like everybody says, to touch a little bit on what Mark said, I was one of those guys that doubted a little bit on the other side of the camera. Does he tell those guys what to say on the panel? Did it really happen? And by the time I was ready to come here, I didn't really doubt the process so much. I was like, you know what? I believe that they are truly what they say they are. I just doubted whether or not I would find my second half. I was like, I'll probably have a blast. It'll be an amazing vacation, and that will be good enough. It'll be a great experience. But I feel like I'm beating a dead horse and saying the same thing 100 guys have said before me, but it's all real. You guys just show up. It's the motto, and it's the truth, because you guys have made us feel good from the airport, for me, Vitaly picking me up to the hotel, Odessa, the ride here. And I call Nastia my personal assistant. I don't think translator or romance coach does enough. Obviously, they translate, but they're translating more than words. They're translating your emotions. They're helping you with the culture because it's a completely different culture. The women are eager to meet you. And then it goes by so fast because it's all so surreal. You know, Saturday you get up, you have your meetings, the ladies show up, you talk to Arena, you get your romance coach, you're on the bus, you're there, and all of a sudden you're saying, holy crap, I'm in the yellow room. You know, you're going up the stairs and it's just all so real. It's like, oh my God, there's a lot of women in here. Like, it's really real, you know? And, you know, you're going to be nervous at the first table. And I was like, you know, I've been practicing my introductions. Like, I'll be good. But I thought I was going to pass out. I had to tell myself, like, just breathe, you know, and I had to tell the ladies, forgive me, I'm a little nervous here, but they were all like warm and welcome, and they were so warm and welcome that by the second table, I was having fun, you know. And I'll just end it with, for me personally, by Tuesday, I was done. You're going to meet the women. You're going to get phone numbers. You're going to get more phone numbers than what you think.
What did you mean by you were done?
Well, I found mine.
All right.
Yes. I went and got my ring yesterday. So, but that's the process I doubted. Will you get the phone numbers? Like, obviously the ladies are there. You can see the photos. You can see the videos, which I have, all of them. But you do get the phone numbers and you're like, whoa, you know, and you have to pick and choose. You have to narrow it down, which is automatically right off the bat difficult. And then the dates, the women are direct. They're eager to get you, and it's exhausting, but it's a good exhausting because you have so many dates. And Tuesday night was emotional for me in the bed because I had two that I was just like, what am I going to do? You know, and it wasn't a matter of hurting their feelings. It was like breaking my heart, you know. But one made it very clear that she's a lady. So just show up is all I can say. It's real. It's I know it's natural for the Western man to have that little bit of doubt, but put your deposit, come on the tour, and you're going to find yourself here, knocking yourself in the head, saying, "Yep, it's real," and I'm here. So yeah.
Hi, my name is Sean. I'm from Indianola, Texas, and I believe I was 57 when I got here. But now I'm at least 10 years younger since I met my half. At least 10 years, maybe a little more. I just want to say that the anxieties that I had before I came was the airport situation, arriving at the airport. I had visions of mass chaos, people running around like Chicago O'Hare or LAX, you know, and people holding up signs, and you're looking for, you know, the people to pick you up. It wasn't like that at all. It was so smooth, so easy. You get off the airport, you get into a bus, and you're driven to the baggage terminal, and there's DC waiting for you right there. Just simple, easy, smooth, no stress. I really enjoyed that. As far as what these guys say, you know, I'm going to be beating the horse again, or everything is just so wonderful. I have, let me go with the meet and greets. First day, I'm really nervous, and I'm like stumbling and stammering at each table. And by the end of the day, I'm just totally exhausted, okay? But then I get up the next morning, go to the second round, and I'm calm, cool, collective. Everything's sweet. But believe it or not, it was the first couple of tables where I met my half on the first day when I was stumbling and stammering and acting like a complete fool. And that's what these women want to see. They want to see the real you. They don't want to see the calm, collective, suave, you know, speech memorized person. They want to see the real person. And that's how I met my half. I only had 4 women that I dated, and by the second date, I knew I was done. I mean, it was game over for me. But I went ahead and dated the other 2, had a couple second dates. But just yesterday, I made the final decision. I said, you know, no more. I've found the woman I want to be with. And I didn't even come here thinking that would happen. And the more I talked to her, the more time I spent with her, she would say things and I would be like, wow, that's how I feel. That's me. And it was like everything she said, every comment, every action, it was, that's me. So guys, if you don't believe it, take it from me, take it from these other guys. This is real, and DC is real.
Guys, I love what you said, and I want to share that because to me that's the heart of the thing. What is it like to interact with these ladies, these ones you're falling in love with? What's the feeling? What are they saying? What's grabbing you? Basically, you did this first. I'm going to grab you.
You get lost in their eyes. You know, it's amazing. I played you a Bryan Adams song, you know, To Really Love a Woman. You know, when you can see your children and your future in their eyes, and you do. You know, it's fun. It's just fun. I went out with ladies that were beautiful, and I was like, you know, I'll go out with them. And then on the date, it was like, wow, you know, she likes that music and she likes those movies, and like we really interacted. But they were all really good dates, all just intriguing. They're very intelligent. The questions, they're very direct. But the ones, you know, you get caught up. And what's funny is you're communicating and your translators, but then she gets up and she goes to the bathroom, whether she has to or not. I still haven't figured that out, but that's a very smart move, because I communicated more every time she left. Like they know what you're saying. They know exactly what you're saying. If you speak slowly, most of them know what you're saying, but they feel more comfortable speaking in their own language. But the moment she left, they began to at least attempt in that communication. And that's when the serious questions and the serious thoughts, their serious thoughts and comments came out, and you completely get lost. Just completely get lost. Wow. It's amazing.
Over here, you already talked. I'll come back to him. What's it like being with you?
You know, for me, you know, I mean, there was a bunch of beautiful ladies. And, you know, even for me, I mean, I believe I'm probably one of the youngest ones in this group. I think there may have been one other one that was close to being my age. But even then, you know, there are plenty of ladies here, beautiful ladies. And, you know, getting to know them on a genuine level, because they are completely honest with you. I mean, you can tell it when they talk. And they show the emotions. It's something, you know, you really don't get back home. And it's just amazing. Just the honesty, and you ask a question, they're going to be straight up with it, direct. I mean, no, you know, gray area over here. It's one way or the other. There's no gray area. You know, they know what they want. They'll tell you what they want. And they appreciate the same thing in return. I mean, you know, I'm a straightforward person. I tell it like it is. And they appreciate that. And like, you know, like these guys, you know, there's 2 or 3, and you're sitting here trying to figure out, okay, which one is it? And guys, I promise you come here, you're going to go through the same thing. You're going to sit here like, man, which one do I go for? And you know, you'll figure it out.
Okay, we're going to pause. You got to hit the news 20-minute timer. I told you. All right, brother. Tell us what it's like spending time with these ladies.
What am I saying?
Whatever it feels like to be with the ladies, what captivates you?
I said earlier, what captivated me is their gentleness, their softness. As the other brothers said, that they're very direct, and that's something I really enjoy about a woman. She tells me what she wants. I'm able to fill that void. I don't have to play mind games trying to figure out what a woman wants. They want a father for their kids, and it's great to hear that they can tell me that. Yes, that's what I want. That's what I want in a man, and I just appreciate that so much. The other thing is that I was looking for an educated woman. My goodness, these ladies, these ladies just don't have one high degree; they have 3, and so I asked, well, what do you do? Well, I was a dentist, and now I'm doing this. It just amazes me, their intelligence and their tremendous ability as individuals, their strength.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just what our brother was saying about you know you're doing well when they go to the bathroom together and they do the serious talking. Then you might have that eye contact, and I've had that a few times on this tour. But when they go and they talk and they come back, and that's what the romance coach says. You follow their advice. That's
I love this. I got to tell you, one of the joys is listening to your guys' story. Because I've just spent so much time with you guys this week, and I love you dearly, and all the other guys. I can tell the stories. To hear how you couldn't believe you got so many phone numbers, and you're like, Mark, I can't believe it. What is it with me? I'm not special back home. I don't get this at all, right? And you just showed up and went for it, and you dove in, and even missing one day, you still got so much. And I never forget that night you had 2 dates, and you're ready. I want 2 more. Keep it going. It was full of life. And your brother go, I'm just a simple guy. I don't get this. Why am I a superstar here? And Basil, you've been one of the biggest fans. I call this guy the Dream Connections Encyclopedia. And literally in his brain, he can go back like Rain Man and quote me from 2013, the photos we have on Flickr and the tour and who was there. But all that intellectual knowledge he just put out the window and just went for the experience and just said, wow, it's now it's me. It's different. And to fall in love is such an amazing feeling. And I think he was here just because he's a Dream Connections fan. And also now fall in love. That's like, wait a minute. That wasn't part of the game here. Right. So I'm really glad, but Sean, my brother, I love this guy dearly. He's just been so generous with the orphan kids, and his heart's really big. But honestly, if you don't mind me telling on you, you came here with a very neutral attitude. Yes. You were like, I'm just here to support Dream Connections, and I appreciate being part of this experience. And it was interesting to me because you almost walked in the door expecting to walk out empty-handed. You really did. I know you did. And that night when you came to me, as this mature adult man with almost tears in your eyes, you go, I felt it, Mark. I didn't think it was possible. I felt it. And, there's nothing more exciting to me. I mean, it's, to me, like I said, my passion is to bring men's hearts to life. And I remember that for myself, when it happened to me, and I didn't think romance was going to be part of my life anymore. I thought that part was dead. And actually feel that it's this overwhelming feeling of like, this is life. What have I been living? It's a different plane of existence, and we can go through all the guys who are on this tour and tell you their stories, and it's our love. We want to let you know people say we're a very personal company. We are. We spend so much time with you before you get here. Rena spends hours on the phone with you guys, and we plan everything, and we have all the prep work. Lilana, our Tom, Julia, and all the work that goes into getting this thing ready, and we pour ourselves into it. And honestly, I'm going to give a little love for my team because nobody here punches a clock. Nobody here. Sometimes we work weekends and never I get a word of complaint. People love what they do, and it's a joy, to me. And I love this company. I love everybody in it, and we want you guys to experience it. It is, when you say it's life changing, it's life changing. And I had so many guys. It was funny by Tuesday, and some of you guys were them say, even if I don't find a woman, this has been worth 10 times as much, and it's life-changing. Then they find a woman. And so we're just so in love with this. And I wish to my deepest heart that I could possibly convey to you guys how different and significant this is. It's almost frustrating to us as a company to get in conversations with people who've only been to those other online dating sites, and they're going asking us these, what we consider questions, because how do you know the girls are real, and all this kind of stuff, and you got to do the things to look out for scammers, and it breaks our heart that so many guys, that's been their reality, and we hurt for you, and that's why I created the company. I mean, obviously, if there was somebody out doing this, focused on marriage first and foremost, we wouldn't have had to do this, but we chose not to get into online dating where all the money is, because we don't believe it's helpful in starting a new relationship. Everybody in this company is focused on helping you find a life partner, and to the point where they're almost determined more than you are. They're going to find you a wife. They're going to find you a woman, right? Yeah. And they keep us going. They keep us nudging, because sometimes we're in an overwhelming environment. We're in a different country, and we need just gentle pushing. Keep us going forward. No, I got another date for you. Really? I'm tired. No, I got another date. date? Okay, all right, I'll go. And then the guy goes, like this. We know that's on the other side of the experience. And so we love what we do. We love to see as you get to the end of the week how, where people started. We love this. I love to see where you guys start when you walk in the door, and how you are at the end of the week. And so for us guys, we thank you for being part of our roundtable. Now you're part of history. Now you can say you're part of the encyclopedia, DC Encyclopedia.
You guys are handy.
Well, why don't you? I'm just gonna pass the mic down. Just say whatever final words you guys say, what's on your heart, and we'll wrap it up with you guys. Sean, I'll start with you.
Closing, I would like to say that if you have doubts, you're on the fence, get rid of those doubts, get off the fence, get on a plane, get your butt over here. If you don't, it's never going to happen if you don't do it. And when you do get here, one thought or comment, point of advice, listen to your coach. She's out to protect you, to help you, and she has your best interest in her heart. I made the mistake of not listening to my coach at first. She automatically picked my half. She said, I really like this woman. I think she's perfect for you. And I said, no, I want to go out with this one over here. And so I did. And then I went out with the one that she had picked, and I was like, wow, she was right on the money. Nailed it. So guys, get over here, trust your coach, and you'll be fine.
Ditto to everything he said. Romance coach, you definitely want to listen. Personal assistant, you want to listen to what they say. And that starts with Irina. I don't know how she does it. I think she's psychic or something, but she puts you with the perfect romance coach and personal assistant. It all starts there, because with the Skype, I felt completely comfortable with it. I was like, wow, if it's this comfortable when I get over there, I don't need to worry. And it was, and I didn't. But I want to give the hats off to Mark and to Irina and to Anna and to the whole crew, because they do everything. The whole slogan, just show up, is really true. Just remember, you're choosing Dream Connections. You're choosing to come to another country, and the women are different. You're going to get what you're looking for. You're going to get a woman with traditional values and traditional morals, and who family is important. Everything that you're coming over here to get, you're going to get that, but it's a different culture. They think differently. And that's where your romance coach is going to help. But you need to remember, so watch the training videos. Go to the website. Go to the testimonials. Watch Irina's videos. Watch Anna's videos. Watch the translators' videos, because they're going to give you a woman's perspective. And then watch Mark's. All of those are going to help. You're still going to be nervous when you go to the meet and greets, but it's all going to come back to you when you're on these dates and you start to see that it's real, and you see that these women are different in a different culture. All that training and everything, all the videos that you listen to Irina, you listen to your romance coach, you listen to Mark, it will all benefit in the end. Because if you don't, you can stumble. And the slightest thing, because it's a different culture, and it's a different breed of women.
I'll say this. Mark and Irina and all the romance coaches, they want you to succeed. For me, my girl, I didn't even meet at the meet and greet. She was there one day, she couldn't make it the next, and Irina, she's like, I think you need to go on a date with this one. She's a good girl. She's really nice. She matches your personality and stuff. And I did. And here we are. She works, but she's managed to go out with me every day, and that's just it, guys. If there's a click, these girls will make time for you. They got their lives. They work just like we do. We go back home, we work, we got our lives, but they actually make time for you. They will go out of their way to make time for you. So best thing I know to tell you, come on over here, listen to Irina, listen to Mark, listen to your romance coaches. Your romance coaches, they're gold. Y'all have no idea how important they are to you until you're here. They do everything for you. And, if I hadn't listened to them, I wouldn't be where I am today. You know, I wouldn't. My heart wouldn't be there where it is right now. I mean, I'm up on cloud 9. You know, so it's just listen to your coaches, listen to Arena. I mean, they're the best. I mean, they know what they're doing.
I love you, brother. I jokingly think about you guys in the South, and I go, "This is me excited. This is me really excited. This is me kind of sad." But no, it's neat to see your love and coming alive. It's a joy.
Just give up on the online dating scene. Don't feel that you can come Ukraine by yourself and try to find a girl. It's right here for you. I was amazed when Mark called me up on the phone. He's personal. He's real. He is what he is, and nothing fake there. Cares about you, is there for you. The whole team will work with you so hard. And like the other guy said, they'll work overnight. They'll do anything they can for you. So do something for yourself. Often you're working too hard. You're thinking about other things. Do something for yourself once in a while. Come here, take a vacation, whatever it takes to come over here and meet beautiful people in a great country.
Thank you. I'd say Dream Connection's just such quality. I mean, they're not cheapest, but I was talking to a guy yesterday in the street, and he just he was meeting his fiancée, but he was with another tour group, and he was saying, "Oh, you know, you want to go with so-and-so group?" And I'm thinking, I like what I'm doing with Dream Connections. Why would I want to do that, you know? I said, well, how many times you been? He says, 8 times. I'm meeting my fiancée now. 8 times? Well, get it right the first time, you know? It's I should have said, you know? So I think it's money well spent. It's really professional, and thank you, Mark, you know, Irina.
Nick, I love you for that, brother. And I gotta comment on something, and I hesitate to do this honestly because Irina really gets irritated at me when I try to give her praise. She goes, "Mark, that's not about me. Don't talk about me." I have to tell you, all week long, every one of these guys has said, "You know what? It's been the woman that Irina suggested for me that ended up being the one." I had all these in mind, but I came in, Irina says, "I go to this one. Trust me on this." And they said every time, they're like, "Darn it." It's like, you know, we were joking. She's so good at the intuition about knowing each soul, knowing your heart, and knowing the ladies' souls. And when she picks somebody, we were joking in the office the other day, we ought to just set up an arranged marriage service. You know, here at the beginning of the week, here's the one Irina picked for you. Just admit, there's be a priest at the end of the week, get married, go home, you know, and it's a gift. And honestly, the company would not be the same without her. And she's the heart and, you know, the lifeblood to so many things. The romance coaches, the ladies, and you guys. And so she hates it right now. She's going to hit me later. She is absolutely going to hit me for this because she hates it. But I can't not do it. It's just everybody I talked to this week has just said she's so intuitive. What is she, psychic? She's part alien, I'm sure of that. This not part of this planet. And has this kind of like Mel Gibson in, you know, What Women Want. He could read everybody's thoughts. She can read. She like hooks them up because she's already read everybody's thoughts. She knows where they are. But whatever it is, it's a gift, and really it comes from the heart. You know, it's an intuitive thing. She reaches out from her soul into other people's hearts and lives, and passionately wants them happy more than anything in the world. And so I've held back for all these times of ever saying something nice because I know she hates it. She hates it. She hates it. She'll hit me later, but I can't not say it anymore because it's been so obvious this week. And you guys have been very lavish in your praise. I know you've told her the same thing. So, Irina, thank you for what you do for everybody here. Everybody.
Thank you so much, guys.
It's a joy. All right. Well, guys, I hope you get a real sense of what it's like to be here. So many people say it's like family, you know, and we're here for so much more. We're here for so much more than just this 9-day tour. Obviously, for months ahead of time and afterwards, we keep connected with you and your family and your lives. You notice the conference room is just wallpapered with photos of our couples. You know, we just added 9 last week. And as we always end these videos, you're next. Thanks, guys.